Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Shannon here with Fit for Profit. And we've had a fair number of new people join our Facebook group and also just start to like our Facebook page. And so I kind of wanted to do a getting started or a refresher as far as what Profit First is and what actually makes Profit First work. So if you're here and you can hear me, I would love for you to drop a comment and let me know that you can hear me, or just give me a thumbs up or a like. We are using StreamYard now, so it's a little bit, there's an extra step. You need to click allow so that I can actually see names instead of just seeing Facebook user, which would be super helpful, although Facebook user works as well. So, with that, I wanted to tell you why you are not currently keeping as much money as you would like to from your business. And to me, this is the most exciting part, and it is the entire foundation of Profit First. It's all about behaviors, right? So, this one psychological law is the whole, like I said, the whole foundation for Profit First and what makes it work. And when we learn to use this psychological law in our favor, then all of a sudden we can start keeping more money. So, what I like to tell people is the good news about why you're not keeping more money is it's not your fault. This is the way our brains are wired as human beings. Everybody is the same, and we all operate with this same law in effect. And the law is called Parkinson's Law, and it simply says that our demand for our resource will increase to consume our entire supply of that resource. And I can give 100 examples of this. So I'm going to give a couple today that don't even relate to money, and then I'll relate it to money as well. So remember, it's any resource. We have this mentality when it comes to any resource that our demand for this resource will increase to match however much we have of the resource. So a common example is time. And I want you all to think back to a year ago. And as business owners, most of us 2 years ago were thinking, how could I add revenue streams to my business? It's a common thought for business owners to want to add revenue streams. But we thought we had a lot of time to add revenue streams. And so we didn't necessarily do anything about it. And then a year ago, all of a sudden, our facilities were closed down. We weren't allowed to have one on one massage appointments or chiropractic appointments or spa appointments. We couldn't bring people into our gym to do workouts or a yoga studio or any of those things. They were all shut down, right? And so we were required to come up with a new revenue stream. And people were able to do that very quickly. The reason you were able to do it very quickly is because you did not have as much time as you wanted. You had a finite amount of time, like as fast as possible, and you were giving yourself deadlines. And so we got it done in a very fast time frame when we had a very tight deadline. The same thing happens with projects. I'm currently working on a big marketing project, and I don't have a deadline. It's kind of when I get it done, right? And so it's taking me a long time. And yet, I know a couple years ago when I created my course, I had weekly deadlines because I was actually had people in the beta group, right? They were my deadline. They were waiting on the next module to come. I got one done every single week. The same thing could be happening right now, but it's not. So when we give ourselves deadlines, we give ourselves a limited supply of time. We get things done in that time. Our demand for the time is constrained to the supply we have. Okay. So in the Profit First book, Mike uses the analogy of toothpaste. Like I said, time is one of my favorite ones. Food on a plate, or food on a serving tray. We'll eat as much of it as is there. If there's not as much there, then we don't eat as much and we still feel satisfied. The same thing is true with your money. And this is why having one big checking account in your business doesn't work. Because when we have that one big checking account, we have as much supply as we have revenue. And we don't think about the fact that some of that should be saved for taxes, and some of that should be saved for our own pay, and some of that should be saved for profit. And so we spend it because our demand for the money increases to consume the entire supply that is in that one big bank account. And like I said, this is how most people, I won't say everyone because there are exceptions, we can absolutely train our brain to work differently. But why? It's harder to train your brain to work differently than it is to learn to leverage that habit and to change a few things surrounding that scenario so that we don't have to change our brain and the way it works. We can just say, oh, yeah, I have everything in this one account to spend, but I already have these other accounts all taken care of. So you can definitely find more about what those other accounts are on our blog, and I will post the links below. I'm not going to go into what all of the details of Profit First are. Profit First, yeah, the details of Profit First, but I just wanted you to know that it's not your fault you're not keeping more money. All you need to do is put some guardrails in place, change a few things around how you actually handle money, and then you can let that same brain wiring work for you to spend as much as in your operating account and still have your pay and your taxes taken care of in other accounts. So I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, definitely drop them in the comments, or invite other people to tag other people so that they can see this as well. Because like I said, most business owners are operating with that one big checking account, and most business owners are kind of banging their head up against a wall thinking, why can I not pay myself more? Why can I not pay myself more? I've increased my revenue, but I'm still not paying myself more. And it's not your fault. You just need to learn how to leverage, change some practical things around how you're handling your money, and then leverage that mentality to work for you. And Parkinson's law will help you keep more of your money. So like I said, share this with friends, tag them in the comments, and let us know if you have any questions. And we will be back here next week to give you some more details on what Profit First looks like. Take care, everybody.